In his book, The Lord of the Rings, which I personally consider to be one of the classic books on leadership ever written, not to mention being one of the most entertaining, J.R.R. Tolkien has Gandalf the Wizard say this: "The hands of a king are the hands of a healer." And I think that's an often overlooked aspect of leadership. And I'm here in the healing garden at Mary Lanning Memorial Healthcare to wrap up this series on the 12 core action values. And I'll tell you this, anybody who really takes to heart core action values 1 through 11, from authenticity through service, they will become the kind of person who, through their behaviors, through their attitude, through their accomplishments, they inspire other people, they influence other people. What else would you call a leader but somebody who has inspiration and influence for other people? And the cornerstones, what do great leaders do? And these are the cornerstones of leadership as a value. And it begins with expectations. Leaders set high expectations for themselves and for other people. And one of the things we work on in this course is how do you help people raise the bar, raise their own standards in terms of what they expect from themselves, but also what they expect from other people. And frankly, reduce the level of tolerance for inappropriate behaviors. Frankly, some of which still happen in hospitals. The second cornerstone is example. The only real leadership is example. And in fact, one of the most common complaint we get from people when we bring the Values Collaborative to a hospital is something along these lines: I'll take it to heart when I see the leaders taking it to heart. And the places where we have seen the most outstanding success is precisely where the leaders themselves are, to coin a phrase, taking the lead. The third cornerstone, again, one that is easy to overlook because we're so busy, we're moving so fast, is encouragement. Taking the time to encourage people, to give them heart, to give them spirit. And when is it hardest to do that? It's hardest to do that when you least have the time. But it's precisely when stress is high, when anxiety is high, that leaders, and again, whether they're managers or not, anybody can be a leader. That's when it is most important to get out and encourage people, give people hope, give people optimism. And finally, the fourth cornerstone is celebration. Celebrate your successes. You know, every day find some little success to celebrate. Celebrate your big successes, celebrate events, birthdays, etc. But just as important, in my opinion, when leadership is a value, celebrate those good faith failures. If people had the courage to take a risk and try something, if they had the perseverance to work their way through the challenges and it didn't work out anyway, have a party, celebrate. Then go learn the lessons and figure out why didn't this work, how do we make sure it works next time. But don't forget that celebration step. That's it. Anybody who takes to heart these values, the cornerstones in the value, will be a better leader in your organization. Management is a job description. Leadership is a life decision. And in today's world, we need leaders in every corner. We need values throughout the organization. Personal values reinforcing organizational values. That's what leadership is all about. It's about values.